boys with
Dang.
lady parts are causing wild confusion in the U.S. emergency rooms. So, let me close this out right here. America's emergency rooms are struggling with a serious problem. That male patient they believed was a Mark when he checked in at the front desk. Well, he's actually a Marsha. The doctors simply aren't prepared to deal with the confusion that comes with gender surprises, an emergency physician revealed in a New York column published Thursday. Sometimes the patient is registered as the wrong gender immediately from triage, resulting in a strained communication from the get-go, writes emergency room Dr. Helen Onyang in her column. A transgender learning gap in the emergency room. So we need to fix this because all of our doctors are so like, they don't understand that like, people can come in and be biologically a male or biologically a female, but you have to know, like, off the bat, like, what they are. You have to know. Like, seriously, if they don't tell you, then you need to know. Like, I don't even know why you don't know. Like, seriously. I mean, seriously, these doctors are just like, they went to school, medical school, but medical school did not teach them everything. All right? They taught them that there was genders, and that's so wrong, and we have to rewrite all of the medical books, okay? So the ER staff members become confused about its patient's gender, and they don't know whether they call the person like he, she, or they, and they just don't know what to do, and so there really has to be like a lot of like really like sensitive training for the doctors, okay? Over time, a staff member lets out a surprise gasp. Oh my gosh! As a patient undressing for a physical exam.
Dang.
That would totally be me!
Okay, so Leah and I have had a fair amount of nursing experience, not as nurses, but we took care of our grandma, we took care of our disabled uncle in just various phases of life where we have had to be involved in some so we know, we've been at the hospitals, okay, so I could definitely be a nurse, no problem, it would not bother me, so I can instantly put myself in that situation. I got to tell you.
So you get all your catheter stuff ready, right?
Yeah, you're getting
your catheter, and you get it all ready.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I really hate doing catheters, but here I go. And then you think you're doing a girl, and all of a sudden,
you all know, every single one of you would have that. You would not be able to hold a straight face. You would all be like, whoa!
I need new equipment.
Whoa! Hang on! Right back!
I need the other catheter.
Yeah.
The other catheter for the
other kind.
The other one.
Y'all know you'd be doing that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm.
Then there are moments when the providers call a patient a he, she, or they on the rounds, and it really just gets confusing. And the medical staff's reactions are not due to hatefulness or mockery. All right, it's just ignorance.
It's not ignorant. It's called life. We all grew up knowing a he is a he and a she is a she.
Listen, none of this, for the most part, is out of malice. She writes. Instead, it's because of our own ignorance. It stems from our lack of education and training on providing sensitive and evidence-based care for transgender patients. We have to be able to do this. She urges her medical peers to learn more about transgender health issues. In fact, she claims familiarizing oneself with transgender concerns is just as imperative as studying upon saving the life of a heart attack patient. Seriously. But the first step is simply recognizing our own deficiencies, because it's all our fault, and realizing that learning about transgender health is as pressing as mastering dosages of the newest cholesterol-lowering drug or memorizing the latest protocol of resuscitating a patient from cardiac arrest. Because here's the thing. Not everybody has a heart, you know? No, I really think that we should learn the heart resuscitation thing first.
That's come in
probably the most important, because everybody has a heart.
You know what? Okay, so earlier in the show, we all put our minds together and thought about what it would be like to be a suicide bomber. Okay, right. So for just one moment, we're all adults here, think. Let's all imagine what it's like to be a transgender person.
A little bit easier, a little bit less dangerous.
Okay, so
I can do this.
We're transgender. We're in a car accident.
Right.
We got broken arms and broken legs, and we were taken into the hospital on a gurney.
Right.
Okay? Now the doctor comes in, and he is going to operate on you. And let's say you are a woman that identifies as a man, and that doctor actually accidentally calls you a woman, okay? Are you really going to care whether he calls you a man or a woman, or whether he fixes your broken bones? It don't matter, people. It doesn't matter, okay? This is all propaganda. This is all something just to make people idiots. Okay, it's a dumbing down of America to cause confusion, okay? Because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and where there's envy and strife, there is confusion in every evil work. Those are scriptures, all right? This is the devil's tactic. It's what he does over and over and over to bring confusion, so you can't save lives. A doctor's job is one job and one job only, to save your life. And if he operates on you like you are a man when you are a woman, he is going to mess up.
He's going to lose his medical license.
Okay, end of story. Carry on.
I believe that I would rather somebody learn how to resuscitate a person in cardiac arrest. That would be my first choice, but I understand. She goes on to say that a lot of these transgenders are poor, and that the emergency room is a safety net. They're 3 to 4 times more likely to be poor and to use the emergency room as a safety net. So we have to be able, they're coming in, they're using it as their doctor's office, so we got to treat them like, they're our pals and stuff like that, all right? So the doctor says America's medical school curriculum are not sufficiently addressing the health needs and concerns of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. Here's the thing. We can deal with gay. We can deal with lesbian. But when you, and you know what? You got to have somewhere in your card like hermaphrodite, because, that's a little bit tricky. All right, so according to the American Medical Students Association, 62% of transgender people experience depression. I feel for transgenders, so I'm making fun of the issue here, but not transgenders. Okay, I realize a lot of transgenders have a lot of depression, a lot of, they don't feel good about themselves, they don't feel right about themselves, and my heart goes out to you, and yes. I do want you to find
But
help.
This has nothing to do with that right now.
Right.
This is an agenda that people are pushing for the sake of an agenda. They actually don't care about transgenders at all.
41% have tried to commit suicide. So they're obviously, a lot of them are not thinking clearly. So if I'm going to identify as a transgender for like 1 second, right? So if I'm going to go see the doctor, I'm not going to walk in and say, can you guess what I am? Just guess, right? I'm going to say, listen, I am such and such, such and such. These are the parts I have. Work on me as the parts I have. You know, it's kind of like bringing a car in.
We're very matter-of-fact type of people.
Do you want to bring in a Toyota and take it to the Toyota dealer and let the person know, if you're like a Ford and you identify as a Toyota, you don't got the right parts and you're not going to be able to fix it right.
Well, it's more like a foreign car, but yeah.
You know what I mean. So, now we get to the good part. Ready? These are Twitter hashtag #TransHealthFail, right? So these are people who are saying, this is medical people have failed me. I'm a transgender. Are you ready? When was your last period? #TransHealthFail, Jack. Me. My shoulder hurts. General practitioner. How did you get them to write male on your file? Me. I am a male. General practitioner. Not really. Size sexism. #TransHealthFail. You're not really. Doctor. Not really.
Kudos to that doctor, because I would have said the same thing.
You're not really. How'd you get them to write mail on your file?
No, keep going. These are fine.
Okay, Doc. Don't know how to treat people like you, and I don't want to know. Me. You're the only general practitioner in my insurance coverage. Doc. Shrug. Sorry. In October, Blue Cross Blue Shield said surgery would be covered, but months later they still haven't provided approval. #TransHealthFail. Me. I'm convulsing after getting a head injury. Doc. Okay, but it says you're trans. Me. If I end up dead, I'm blaming you. Legal name change. Nice. Can't pick up meds because name doesn't match name on now outdated insurance. Heck. #TransHealthFail. You know what? Sometimes you get married and your name changes and your name is changed. Yeah. So that's not a #TransHealthFail.
We are broadcasting, FYI, from the Eastern Standard Time Zone. We live in Ohio.
We're up late. But it's Friday. We're having a party.
Yeah, y'all are here at our party.
Hopefully I'll break these up into segments because these are really good little segments.
I don't know how you can break it up.
I download it.
Okay.
In the system.
All right. She's a professional.
Tomorrow morning. We'll see what I can do. All right. Doctor. Date of your last period. Me. About 6 months ago. ? Doctor. Question. Like, you haven't had your period in 6 months? Me. Testosterone stops menstruation. Doctor. Oh. Duh. Doctor. Duh. Doctor. doctor wouldn't submit my medical form and let me leave until I chose a gender. Still not a girl. Thanks. Okay. Doctor called my a male part, then got uppity with me when I called him on it. You know what? I'm going to describe your as a male part. So I'm not. It's kind of that's it, it's a male part, right? It really is. Do you know how often I'm pestered about getting a pap smear or a chance I'm pregnant before X-rays? I don't have a uterus. So, and then it says hashtag punch Nazis.
Great.
So
what else do you have for today?
Well,
Are we still going?
no, I just this is kind of on the same thing.
Okay.
What I haven't covered for you guys at all, but they keep piling up, is transgender athletics.
Oh, this is a big deal.
This touches home for me because many of you don't know that I actually trained with Olympians and was an Olympic weightlifter.
Well, you weren't an Olympic. You were Olympic style weightlifting. There you go.
And I was training for the Olympics.
Yeah, way back when.
Way back when.
Long ago.
And the people I trained with were Olympians. And the coach who trained the Olympians to get gold medals said, "You're going to the Olympics," and I didn't do it because I didn't want. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't. This is one of the reasons why I didn't keep going. Because I didn't want to stand naked in front of a bunch of
a panel. It's a panel of people that you have to go in front of the panel, not just one by one. It's a panel of people that go and they look to make sure that you are the gender that you're stating that you are.
They have now switched that testing to see how much testosterone you have.
Yeah.
So you can be a dude, but take testosterone blockers, and you can still participate as a girl. And recently in Texas, a teenage girl was taking testosterone steroids, and she had to. They wouldn't let her participate with the boys. So on these drugs, she wiped out all the girls. And another thing that it hits close home to me because you're not allowed to take like an Aleve.
Right, exactly.
They can come and check you at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would do random, like you're not even at the Olympics, you're not even at the pre-trials or anything. They just come to your gym at any time and check your blood and see if you're gonna leave, you can be suspended.
Right.
So here's the thing: if they're taking all these drugs, it totally blows everything out of the water. And this particular athlete here, this blows my mind. This is Fallon Fox. How many of you have heard of this chick? This dude. This is a dude. Right?
It's a dude.
This is a dude.
He is a dude. I shouldn't say it. He is a dude.
And he has had some testosterone blockers. But I gotta tell you, he was like full grown, right? So the shoulders, the body structure, still a dude.
Dude, if you get breast implants, it doesn't make you a girl.
And
sorry.
It's just this kid. He totally like suffered a serious eye injury, damaged some girls. It's just crazy. It's just insane. I mean, you got the transgender volleyball player who's turned into a girl and now he's playing in volleyball. It's going crazy. I mean, it's like they got a guy doing women's weightlifting, which was my deal. And so it's just out of control.
I was cold all alone, no place for home every day, so afraid, but you caught my